Hey, welcome to Growing Devotions for Your Daily Life. We hope you're doing well today. Notice the statue that I have in this picture here. There is a lady holding up a big bug, and this bug is a boll weevil. Now, if you're from Enterprise, Alabama, you're very familiar with this story most likely, and you're familiar with this statue. What happened was, in 1910, a boll weevil, not just one, a whole colony of boll weevils, came in and wiped out most of the cotton in Enterprise, Alabama, and many of those southern areas. And it forced these farmers to begin to diversify. And when they began to diversify, they began to plant peanuts and other new crops. And the change in planting peanuts and other crops brought a whole new prosperity to that region. And the farmers in Enterprise, Alabama were so grateful for these destructive beetles that ended their crop and their dependency on cotton. They actually created in 1919 a statue with the lady, you got it, holding a boll weevil. You know, time has a way of putting things right into perspective. Satan often tempts us for the worst, to bring out the worst in us, but God is going to test us to bring out the best in us. You can imagine what these farmers were going through. They were probably already living hand to mouth at that point. And then they have 9 years of this boll weevil, then trying to introduce a new crop into their soil, trying to figure out what is the best environment. Is it the best environment? How much do we water it? You can imagine the trial that they were going through. You see, God gives us opportunity when he tests us, and what he's doing there, he given us an opportunity to honor the Lord in our life. He's also trying to help us prove if our convictions are really real. You know, a trial can cause one to be tempted, but it is not the cause of the temptation. The cause of the temptation stems from our old carnal nature when it's not being controlled. Think about this. What brings upon your temptations? Everybody has their own temptations, things that they just stumble over. Now, why is it that Satan tempts you in that area? God does not tempt you to sin. We see this, let no man say in James 1, when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man. So we know that there's something that is tempting man. And then he says, but every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed. You know what he's saying? The things that you desire are the things that you're going to be tempted at. So if you're a husband and you have a spouse, or you're a wife and you have a spouse, and you desire to look at other people that is not yours, guess what you're going to be tempted with? That very thing. That's going to be your temptation. Why? Because your desire to look at somebody else that was not yours. Whatever your desire is, the temptation is going to follow after that. People say, I can't seem to shake Satan. I can't seem to get away from him. I'm constantly falling at this temptation. You know why? Because that's your desire of your heart. Well, how do you change that? The Bible says to delight yourself in the Lord, and then he will give you the desires of your heart. He will change the desires of your heart that please him. And those temptations will then seem to vanish, and you won't constantly have to battle that. Hope this has been a help to you today. God bless you.